then I realized the company that I'm creating is not just a company to spread awareness. It's also to wake people up, because we're being lied to, we're being led astray, and we're being kept on this perpetual hamster wheel for the sole purpose of control for the top 1% of the elite. And this same group of elite are tied into an extraterrestrial race off world that actually controls and pulls all the strings from behind the scenes. I know it sounds insane, but it's the God's honest truth, man. We have been in a global,
Well, let's dig into. I mean, let's maybe step by step dig into a couple things. Before and jumping back, the three archangels that you communicate with. Yes. How can you describe how that is? I mean, do you actually verbally speak and see them, or is it a mental, spiritual type?
Right. So it depends. Okay. So if I'm on shrooms, okay, because I do microdose psilocybin quite a bit. Mm-hmm. When I'm on shrooms, I can hear what they're saying, but I'm not able to recollect exactly what they're saying until I put myself in a state of meditation, and then I can pick up bits and pieces of what was said. When I'm just totally sober, just stone sober off of nothing, just totally sober, I hear what I've come to find out, because I talked to a medium. She's been my medium for almost a year now. I'm clairaudient, which means I can distinguish certain sounds, and it's actually the angelic realm connecting with me and sort of feeding me downloads of activation type codes that enhances my DNA, which in turn helps me along my ascension process. So I'll hear these weird ringing noises in my ear, and I can just, now I'm so good at it, I can distinguish based off of the octave or the resonance of the sound. I know exactly which angel it is talking to me and why. And this has been going on for almost 3 years now.
Gotcha.
I've got footage, like I wish I was able to show you, but I've got footage on my phone. So I've got a lot, because I'm also a avid doomsday prepper as well. So I have a shit ton of guns and rations and stuff in my garage, and I've got a camera pointing on the actual lockbox that I have in there. So I've done so much spiritual work in the garage, from meditating to the Wim Hof effect to breath of fire meditation. Many different types of meditations that I've learned over the years has created a environment of pure energy. Okay, and so now this energy is manifested in these little orbs, and I can show you footage. I'll shoot them to you one day. Maybe you can add them to the show if you like. They're these orbs that are just floating across, and you can see that they're under intelligent control. It's not like just a bug flying by and flittering by. No, these things are actually stopping, hovering around the infrared of the camera, and then shooting off. And then during there was, because I'm a Sagittarius, so the Sagittarius full moon, which was back in May, a couple weeks ago, the 2 days leading up to it, and then the 2 to 3 days after it, my freaking garage, it sounded like, when I walked into it, it sounded like a freaking mortar went off, and I can hear the ringing afterwards. You know, the aftermath of an explosion, that freaking real high pitched ring. That's what I would get as soon as I walk in. All the hairs would stand up on my arms, and then I would look at the video from the night before, and there'd be hundreds of orbs, dude. It's the most insane thing. But what I've understood is they are my ancestors, loved ones that have passed over, and ascended masters. We are all, in essence, ascended masters in training. You know, if you're on a level of spiritual attainment that allows you to share what you've learned with others in order to perpetuate their awakening, it makes you an ascended master in training. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at in my life. So now I am on this mission, literally, Jeff, to awaken the world, to make them realize It's not what you're seeing. The behind the scenes shit that's going on is a freaking farce. There are multiple dimensions that we coexist with on a daily basis. We only see a fraction of them because certain parts of our DNA and in our brain have been specifically shut off for the sole purpose of control. From thousands of years ago, the global amnesia that was induced by our captors, mainly the Roman Catholic Church, the global amnesia is still present today. And we're a species that does not know where they're going because we don't know where the fuck we came from, pardon my French. But the bottom line is, the more that we continue to progress into the future, if we continue to leave behind the remnants of what's left, they got us right where they want us.